Nick, I am late asking this question, but I need to hear about the team party that you threw in Miami when you guys were there on the previous homestand.
Yeah, it was a good time. We had an off day in Miami. The team hotel moved from Ball Harbor to Brickell, and I thought it was a perfect opportunity for me to throw a party and have the guys over. And so my dad made a paella, which he crushes. He does for pretty much every big family party that we have, and we had the music going, we had food, we had beers, wine, waters. I mean, it was a good time.
Okay, I want to talk with the Padres team, but I'll tell you right now, the paella recipe was my main motivation in talking to you. Can you just tell me where's your dad throw in that paella?
It's a secret recipe, so you're gonna have to. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a lot of different varieties of seafood, rice, beer in it to keep the rice from overcooking and burning. So he throws different types of fish. My brother went fishing earlier that day, and he threw some fish in there, lobster, shrimp. He'll throw in some scallops. Kind of just a mix of different types of shellfish and seafood. So
the fish is essentially like what's caught fresh, like that day in the nearby water.
Sometimes he'll sprinkle that in. Mostly it's just different types of shellfish that he's putting in there. My brother and Hack went spearfishing earlier that day, and they brought back some hog snapper. They brought back, what else did they bring back? They caught a yellow jack. Mostly they brought back like 4 or 5 hog snappers, and so we threw a little bit of that in there. We made some fish sandwiches also. Yeah.
So I know your dad can cook. Can you?
Cook, yeah. He's the grill meister in the family, so I try to take after him. But when it's a big party like that, I leave it up to him to handle that.
Very nice, very nice. I know before that road trip, the team was scuffling, and Joe Musgrove made a point of saying we need to get together on the road. So how did this come about, and what did that accomplish, getting together like that?
That exact same, what Joe said. I talked about it with him before also. I think when the boys get together.
Hello, how are you?
He knows about my dad's paella in Miami.
Oh yeah.
Good as advertised?
Oh yeah. The best.
He knows my dad can cook. I've known Rugi since he was 16. So he's had my dad's barbecue a few times.
16 years old?
I love his dad. I love his dad and his mom.
Okay,
They're the best.
Okay, wait a second. So you know Nick. He's tired of all my boring, meaty questions. Go ahead. What do you want to ask? What do you want to ask Nick? Go ahead, take over.
Nick? To Nick?
Yeah.
He wants to know about my glove right now. I can't catch it.
Can you explain me about your gloves right now? I've been using Nick in gloves too in practice, so I want to talk to him about his glove.
A few errors in it.
Yeah.
We're trying to find a home for it because I keep clanking balls with this one. So it might be yours, maybe.
Yeah, I'll fix it. It's not a glove, It's not a glove. Hey, I love Nicky.
All right. Okay, that's great. So I can't remember what my question was. I was asking you about the just importance of getting together, like you guys.
Yeah, we talked about it with Joe. I talked about it with Joe, and it's like I think when we get together, especially on the road, obviously at home, we have families and stuff, so that's quality family time. But on the road, I think it's a perfect time, and just with our schedule, it's not that guys don't want to get together, it's that our schedule this year has been tough in the beginning. We've been getting into the cities pretty late with very few off days, so when we do have those off days, when we get together on the road, we usually spark. There's a little bit of spark and a little bit of high morale in the clubhouse and in the dugout, and we usually do pretty well when we get together on off days.
Can the team have too many big dogs on its team? Because you guys have a roster full of them, and when things go wrong, people look for answers as to why.
No. I mean, that's like saying, can you have too much pitching in an organization? I mean, I don't think there's such a thing to have too many big dogs. Especially the big dogs that we have here, there's not a whole lot of ego. A lot of these guys get together well, are learning from each other, are talking about their experiences and what they're going through, and the communication is great here amongst everyone. Yeah.
For you, I know that you wanted to be a starting pitcher. You started out that way, now you're back and you're very valuable in that bullpen. Are you fine with that role? Is that something that you could just happily embrace here moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately I want to win a World Series, and I want to do it any way I can, whether it be starting or relieving. I know that I can do it as a starter. I think the team knows that I can do it as a starter. I think they also have the luxury of kind of using me. They know that I can do both, and so with the communication that Bomel and Ruben had, in terms of my role and what they expect from me, and how that can change throughout the year, has helped me prepare. And so I don't think that book is closed yet. I just think whatever the team needs most, I'm available for, and I think I'm fortunate, and I feel blessed also to have the guys around me to be able to do both and bounce back and forth.
Last thing, you guys came back from Mexico City. With two items, a pinata and a sombrero, what is the fate of both either?
They're both dead. They didn't last very long. We had a nice little spark with the pinatas and the sombrero. The sombrero we still have. That was a gift. We still have that in the clubhouse. We didn't just destroy it. We still have the sombrero. The pinatas though didn't last very long. I think we won like 4 games. I think in like 3 weeks with doing the pinatas. So we axed that on that road trip to Miami. That road trip Miami, New York, or Washington, New York, Miami. We didn't do the pinatas anymore. We still have the sombrero. I don't know if we travel with it, but we definitely still have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I were to like excavate in Nick Martinez's backyard, am I going to find that pinata buried somewhere? Is that what you guys? And who pulled the plug?
Maybe we buried it under the stadium. I think we left them all here in the stadium somewhere.